Won the Jamaican 100 title a couple of weeks ago. She won in Lausanne as well this year with 10.93. She's in wonderful form. Surely a strong favourite here. Ashley Henderson was second in the US Championships. Was sixth in the NCAA's over 200. She is strong, this athlete. Relatively inexperienced at international level. Bianca Williams, well, Commonwealth bronze medalist back in Glasgow in 2014 at 200. Sixth in the Commonwealth Games last March. Second in the UK Championships over 200. That's a better event. A couple of weeks back. Ombissa Zango of France, Mediterranean Games champion just a couple of weeks ago in Tarragona in Spain. Second in the French Championship. She's a late replacement, by the way, for Carole Zaï of France. Wai Yongli of China, semi-finalist, the world indoors over 60 metres a couple of years back. She's a very quick starter. Watch her in lane 6. Karina Horn, the South African team captain, can she lead by example? Has set a national record this year. At the age of 29, she has gone under 11 seconds for the first time. 10.98 makes her very, very strong indeed. You can tell that from her build. Eva Swoboda of Poland completes the lineup in lane 8 there. Bronze medalist in European indoors last year, semi-finalist in Rio. She's an 11-1 athlete at her best, although she hasn't been down to that this season yet. Well, we talked about how little room there is for error in the sprint hurdles. So technically demanding. Well, so is the 100 in its own way. Those ears straining for the starter's gun. And very little room for error at the start. A full start would result in disqualification. A bad start, well, he virtually give away the race. Quai of Germany in 1. Elaine Thompson, the Olympic champion from Rio, goes in lane 2. Ashley Henderson of the USA 3. Bianca Williams of Great Britain in 4. Then in lane 5, Ombissa Zango of France. Wai of China 6. Karina Horn there, second away from the camera of South Africa in 7. And Swoboda of Poland in lane 8. Away this time, really good start there from Bianca Williams, but going strongly now is Ashley Henderson. Where is Thompson? Thompson might get beaten here. Henderson's going brilliant. She is going to be the Olympic champion. Yes, she is on the dip. Very tight for third place. I think it might have been Karina Horn, or was it Bianca Williams of Great Britain? Boy, oh boy, that is an upset. Perhaps one of the biggest upsets of the day so far. Ashley Henderson of the USA takes that one. She was second in the US Championship. She has run 10.96 this year. Thompson 10.93, so on paper they look evenly matched, but I would have put my money on Thompson for that one. I don't know about you, Catherine Merry. 11.07, the official winning time, with 0 wind for Henderson, but there was very little in it. 11.07 to 11.09. She defeats the Olympic champion and maximum points for the USA.
Yeah, world ranking wise, Ashley Henderson sits 1 place below Elaine Thompson, who's the world number 6 this year. But that was a good run by the American. Keep an eye on her. Elaine number 3, she got a good start, as did Williams of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. But what Elaine Thompson has got sometimes and hasn't got at others is that gear change now at 60 metres. She didn't have it here today. She wasn't going to catch Henderson. And again, for me, Elaine Thompson's one of those athletes that she's going to come out and run 10.8, or she's going to come out and just run under 11 seconds. It doesn't sound like a big difference, but that's what wins races and what comes second and third. You remember Elaine Thompson at the World Championships last year, Tim? 10.8 in her semi-finals. Easy as you like. Came to the final and came 5th. That's a big win for the American there, and a good win as well, and good points.
It is. You know what? The USA hadn't won an event all night until about 15 minutes ago. Then they win 2 in a row on the track.
Who failed to reach the final in Tokyo. Shericka Jackson, who left Tokyo with a bronze medal in the individual event and gold in the 4x100 metres relay. She goes in 3. In 4, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Silver in Tokyo to go with the 2 gold medals from Beijing and London. 34 years old, 10.63. She ran early this year. Sha'Carri Richardson, 21 years old, the new kid on the block, all hair and flair. Wasn't in Tokyo. A 1-month suspension for a recreational drug, keeping her out of the games, but she's been very active, both on the track and on social media. She has a point to prove here in 5. Next to her, the double Olympic champion, Elaine Thompson-Herah, retained her 100 and 200 metre titles, 10.61, the second fastest in history. Marie-Josée Tarlou, yet again fourth. The dreaded fourth place in Tokyo, where she finished in Rio in both the 100 and 200. She goes in lane 7. Mujinga Kambunji had a fine Olympics in Tokyo, made the final in both the 1 and the 200. Ran 10.95 in the heats. And in lane 9, the youngster from Jamaica, 19 years old, Brianna Williams, double world junior champion at just 16 years old. The future, you feel, of Jamaican sprinting. So Daniels in 1, Oliver 2, Jackson, the bronze medalist from Tokyo, from Jamaica, in 3, Fraser-Pryce, Jamaica, in 4, Richardson, USA, goes in 5, the blonde hair, Thompson-Herah in 6, Jamaica, the defending champion from Tokyo, Tarlou 7, Kambunji 8, Williams in lane 9, left of picture. Women's 100 metres.
Stand up.
Starter is not ready. And Tim, just a thought, the quality that has been put together just 2 weeks after the Olympic Games is real. It's the Olympic final perhaps that we could have had, with all due respect to Dina Asher-Smith, who's not here in the 100, but with the inclusion of Richardson, this is perhaps Olympic final quality.
Well, exactly right, and there is real significance too, of course, with Sha'Carri Richardson having been denied that opportunity to compete on the Olympic stage. All the more determined here. She was the sensation of the first half of the summer in the sprints, Chris, and I think a lot of people were a little disappointed when she travelled across to the UK early summer and in the cold and wind and rain of Gateshead in the northeast of England was well beaten by Dina Asher-Smith. But this is more like home turf for Richardson in lane 5.
So a reminder, Fraser-Pryce in 4, Richardson in 5, Thompson-Herah, the double Olympic champion, in lane 6. Women's 100 metres. Away first time, this time, and Thompson-Herah into her running, fourth from left. Thompson-Herah also going very well. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Richardson's nowhere. What a performance there. It's the fastest in the world this year. 10.54 the winning time. Thompson-Herah continues her form from Tokyo. What a statement. Understated celebration. Goodness me. It's the second fastest time in history. Only Flojo has gone quicker, and she's beaten her own time from Tokyo, 10.61, and now she's just seeing it. A scarcely believable 10.54, and I'm afraid Sha'Carri Richardson left in the blocks. Fraser-Pryce 10.73 in second, Jackson 10.76. It's the podium from Tokyo once again, and once again it's Thompson-Herah who is quite simply a class apart.
And a Jamaican 1-2-3, Chris, and the challenge of Sha'Carri Richardson evaporated well before halfway in this one. But look at Thompson-Herah responding to that fast start from Fraser-Pryce, who probably gave her the impetus to push through that second half and win by 2 meters and going away. And for many people, Chris, that will be considered the unofficial world record. The whole industry, the whole sport knows there are huge question marks around that world record of Flojo from the 1988 trials, or was it 84 trials, 10.49. Everybody knows that that is a time that is squinted at by the statisticians of the sport, but Thompson-Herah is the real deal. Boy, how fast was she going through that second half to pull away from an athlete of the caliber of Fraser-Pryce, who, let's not forget, ran 10.63 back in early June.
10.54, just to underline, the second fastest in history, only behind Flojo, with a big question mark and asterisk.
The women's 100 meters has recently produced two contrasting yet equally captivating stories centered around Elaine Thompson-Herah. Moments that reveal both the unpredictability of sprinting and the extraordinary level of competition she continues to face. One race delivered a genuine shock. American sprinter Ashley Henderson produced a stunning upset, defeating Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah in a razor-thin finish. Henderson crossed the line in 11.07, narrowly ahead of Thompson-Herah's 11.09. Coming into the race as the overwhelming favorite, Thompson-Herah had momentum from her Jamaican national title and her impressive 10.93 performance at the Diamond League stop in Chaux-de-Fonds. Known for her signature closing speed, she was expected to dominate the final 40 meters, but around the 60-meter mark, she unexpectedly lost momentum. That brief hesitation proved costly, preventing her from shifting into her usual top gear and allowing Henderson to hold her advantage. The defeat raised new questions about Thompson-Herah's reliability under pressure, offering a rare moment of vulnerability from one of the sport's greatest sprinters. Yet, other races this same season tell a very different story, one of dominance and historic speed. In Eugene, just weeks after her Olympic triumph in Tokyo, Thompson-Herah delivered one of the most extraordinary performances in track and field history. At the Diamond League meet, she clocked a breathtaking 10.54 seconds, the second fastest time ever recorded by a woman, behind only Florence Griffith-Joyner's iconic 10.49 from 1988. The race assembled one of the strongest fields imaginable. In Lane 1 stood Tiana Daniels. Lane 2 featured Javian Oliver. Lane 3 held Olympic bronze medalist Shericka Jackson. Next to her was sprint icon Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, a two-time Olympic champion and the Tokyo silver medalist. In Lane 5 waited Sha'Carri Richardson, determined to make a statement after missing the Olympics. Thompson-Herah occupied Lane 6, the position from which she would unleash one of the greatest performances of her career. Completing the lineup were Marie-Josée Ta-Lou, Mujinga Kambunji, and Jamaica's rising star Brianna Williams. These two storylines, a shocking upset and an unforgettable display of excellence, highlight the volatile and electrifying nature of the women's 100 meters. Thompson-Herah remains one of the defining figures in sprinting, but the competition around her grows fiercer with every race. In this environment, every start becomes a new battle, and the difference between defeat and historic achievement is measured in hundredths of a second.